All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sports Dom coming back with another video. Excuse me. And this is my Buffalo Sabres at Vancouver Canucks preview. This is going to be a downright very hard game. The last time we played them in Buffalo, they beat us 1-0. They only scored one goal. But the Sabres played last night. They had to travel from Seattle to Vancouver. They're going to be very tired. Vancouver hasn't played in like 3 days. They're going to be well rested, well ready. They're going to stomp. They're going to stomp on the Buffalo Sabres, who are very, very tired. Devin Levi gets the start in net for Buffalo, since Devin Levi played last night. We got our first win over the Seattle Kraken in Seattle's team history. So we're 4 points back. Washington holds that second wild card spot. They have 75 points. Buffalo has 71, so we're 4 points out behind Washington. And we play Washington twice in our building. It's going to be Devin Levi would get the second game of the back-to-back. But the team would weigh other factors. Luukkonen's workload against Seattle and travel time to Vancouver among them before making the decision official. But they did not hold a morning skate this morning because of the time they got into Vancouver. So they must have got there very, very late, which is why I said they're going to be so dead tired. You know, they're probably going to look disinterested. Vancouver is going to be going, come here, Buffalo. The Vancouver Canucks come in at 42-18-8, and the Buffalo Sabres come in at 33-31-5. But the Sabres and the Bills hired a chief operating officer, Pete Gelly. He's the COO for both the Buffalo Bills and the Buffalo Sabres. So welcome, Pete. But big game, and then on Thursday we go to Edmonton to take on the Edmonton Oilers, who we have a win against this season. So not an easy stretch. This back-to-back, Seattle and Vancouver, but we finally get a win over the Seattle Kraken. And now we got to weather this first storm. Hopefully Levi can keep us in it and keep them off the board. And although having that much rest can hurt a team, you know, having that amount of rest can hurt a team. 1 to 2 days I understand, but 3 days, that can kill any momentum that you have. But like I said, the Buffalo Sabres had to travel from Seattle to Vancouver. They played last night. That game didn't get over until like 12:30, 1 o'clock Eastern. By the time they had to fly to Vancouver or bus to Vancouver, whatever they did, get in their hotels, try to get sleep, it just, people don't understand with back-to-backs, you're not going to look very good the next day because you have to travel to another city. You played the night before. The team you're playing has a very good home record, you know. They have one of the top records, you know, in the National League, and they're well rested. So it's not going to be an easy thing for the Buffalo Sabres. The good thing is we're young. We're young and we're fast. If we can get out to a quick early lead and take their crowd out of it early, I think we can win this game. They beat us in our building. We want to beat them in our building, or in their building. But it's going to be tough because it is a back-to-back. And we did travel, and we are going to be so dead tired. But let's take a look and see if they tell me what the lines are for the Buffalo Sabres. And other games tonight, Columbus at Detroit. We want Columbus to win. We want New Jersey to beat Pittsburgh. Toronto's at Philadelphia. Carolina at the Islanders. We want Carolina. And we want Vegas to beat Tampa Bay. Because if we win, they got 76 points. We'll have 73 if we win. And we can pull to within 3 of Tampa and 2 of Washington. We're 5 points behind Tampa. Oh, no, they have 78, do they? Oh, yeah, they have 78. Okay, so we would pull to within 5 of Tampa and 2 of Washington. Okay, so they have 78 points, Tampa does. We still want them to lose. We still want Vegas to beat them. And Tage Thompson and Jeff Skinner, they got going last night. After Seattle scored like 23 seconds in, 20-some seconds later, Tage Thompson said, fuck you, and scored. But this is Benson's homecoming, so it will be his first NHL game in Vancouver. The 18-year-old grew up about an hour east of Rogers Arena in Chilliwack, BC. Benson has 5 points in his last 4 games, so I want to see Zach Benson get a goal or 2 in his hometown. So players I'll be watching: Jeff Skinner, who got the hat trick last night. Hopefully he'll score again. Alex Tuch scored last night. Zach Benson, Tage Thompson, who also scored last night, and Bo Byram I'll be watching. So, and an honorable mention to Devin Levi, who gets the starting goal for the Buffalo Sabres. They got to play defense for Devin. He's got a .923 save percentage, or .927 save percentage or something in Rochester, and a 2.34 goals against, I believe. So he's doing very well down in Rochester. I don't think he'll be there very long, to be honest. But beat Vancouver, get ready for Edmonton on Thursday night. Rest up tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a rest day. And get ready to take on the Edmonton Oilers in Edmonton. And then after Edmonton, we go to Calgary. And then we're home for 5 games. So starting on the 27th against Ottawa. So we're 1-0 on this road trip so far. Somehow, someway, let's dig down deep and beat Vancouver. It doesn't matter if we give them a point. Okay, it's not going to affect us in any way if they get a point. So even if we have to beat them in overtime or the shootout, that don't matter. But we need 2 points. A point will be good, but we want 2 points, especially trying to catch them. Washington don't play tonight, so we can pull to within 2 points behind the second place wild card holder, or the second wild card holder. I'm sorry, Washington Capitals. But got to get this win. Let's make them 42-19-8 or 42-18-9. And let's improve to 3 games above 500. We're 33-31-5. Let's go to 34-31-5. And let's get this win over the Vancouver Canucks. They beat us in our building 1-0. Let's return the favor. Let's beat them in their building. Go Sabres. We're playing much better now than we were when we lost to Vancouver. So, comment, like, subscribe, guys. Go Sabres. We can't give up till the very end, till game 82. You're either a fan or you're not. All right, so stick with them, and you know, we're inching in there. We're inching in there. All you got to do is get in. Good things can happen when you get in. Ask the 2023 Arizona Diamondbacks. They squeaked in. They went in on like a 4 or 5 game losing streak. They got in. They beat the powerhouses and ended up going to the World Series where they just ran out of gas. But they are the youngest team in baseball as well. So guys, like I said, comment, like, subscribe, and as always, go Sabres. It's going to be rough. You got to score for Devin Levi. Yes, Vancouver's going to berate him with shots. But I think he's going to handle this. You know, some are going to get by him, but we need to score goals for Devin Levi. It may not be a 6-2 win like in Seattle last night, because Vancouver don't have Decord and Grubauer. But I want to get at least 2 or 3 goals, maybe 4. This is a powerhouse team. We need to beat them. I know we're going to be tired. We played last night. We got to travel. Let's just get this win. Go Sabres. Beat the Canucks.